What is up? Every once in a while, I get asked about hand styles and stuff like that. People that are like learning, new to it, or maybe they catch something that they like and then they have questions about it. Stoked to answer those questions. Always love that. But I wanted to start like maybe sharing more like kind of how to and like a little bit more tutorial stuff. You know, I love preaching and kind of putting people on game and stuff. So, real quick, I was listening to the album "The Impossible Kid" by Aesop Rock. My brother kind of reminded me of it last week. We were talking about something else, and I was listening to the song called "Dorks," and it's a really good song, but also a good word to kind of show off a few styles, a few different tags. So I figured I'd do that here real quick. Give a few different hand styles and kind of talk through it as I go. And then of course, if you got questions, hit me in the comments and stuff like that, and we'll keep it going. So all right, Dorks. So first, what I'm going to do is first things first. I guess I need to put that out there. I'm using a Pilot 400 alcohol marker. It's a 6mm chisel marker. One of my favorite alcohol markers by a long shot. Really love this one. So I'll probably just go first with like something you guys see me do a lot. Just kind of my normal Mr. GLB Graphics kind of hand style. And so typically the pointy part of the chisel for me is always pointing down. I'm right-handed, so I usually kind of point that downwards for the vast majority of the letters. Sometimes you got to reposition the marker and stuff like that, but we'll start here. So we're going to go with like kind of a color by numbers D, just that one. I always, for some reason, I don't know why, but I always make my O's smaller next to the leading letter. I don't know why, but for some reason it always looks better to me like that. That R goes up, back in, and then normally I would never do like so. In this case, the next letter is K. I would never do a K in the same style, which I have a K that I use in that similar style. But back-to-back letters, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm just touchy about that. So in this case, I would go up with the K and then straight like that. And some people are touchy about these letters overlapping and kind of cutting into each other. Honestly, that doesn't mean shit. Most of like the people that aren't into graph or hand styles, they can't read the shit anyways, regardless of them overlapping each other and stuff like that. And that's kind of the point. So then this S, you guys kind of see me use all the time. And then I usually put like a little kind of star there, a couple more little decorations, ornaments, underline the tag to kind of give it its own distinction, like have it hold its spot. I don't know, for whatever reason that seems like that kind of closes it off. Some people, I put halos and stuff on them sometimes too, but not in this case. Let's go with a lowercase word this time to kind of give that, highlight that. I don't do that much, but that might be something that'll be dope. So we'll go this way with the D, another smaller O, down, up, down with the R, and then I will use this K this time, and then I'll go a little bit different with the S to kind of give that lowercase word kind of, like I said, distinction, like so you know that's what that is. You know, it gives it a little bit more style. And then we'll go with kind of like a style that I don't really lean on that much anymore these days, but you know, it is what it is. But it's like kind of this hood style with these like more square kind of blocky letters. So we'll go that out. And then kind of like that. These letters are not atypical in graph, but sometimes I see them more and more now. It feels like these days than ever. You know, and then we'll kind of go that route with the underline. That looks more set, more click, more hood. Like I said, I don't lean on those letters that much, but then we'll do another something similar, but a little bit more rounded off style. We'll do that, and then again with my small R, that R, small O, sorry, and that, again with that underline. Sorry, those decorations there. That star, like I said, not common, but a thing. And then we'll go with, let's see here. We'll go again with that D, another, like I said, small O, that R, and that's a little bit more like what I would say is like a quick tag, something that if you were getting up and needed to do it fast, kind of keep everything lined up, less thinking, kind of just more doing. And then this last one we'll do something similar with that D. Like I said, another small O will come up here like this. Then that K, that S, some of those decorations there, a couple more there. And then, yeah, so I don't know, like I said, by no means implying that I'm the best hand stylist or anything like that. It's just something I've been at for a lot of years. I recently kind of also saw on like TikTok or something like that, somebody kind of giving this other hand style dude a little bit of a hard time about using a chisel marker, saying, when are you going to take off the training wheels, implying that the chisel marker is some cheat code in writing and hand styles. And that's kind of news to me. I feel like, if anything, more people need to learn how to write with chisel markers for kind of, like I said, repositioning and that kind of stuff, especially in some cases where you're writing like more disciplined letters, calligraphy and kind of calligraph and stuff like that. So that was an interesting take. And then, of course, when I went to look at the guy that said that's page, there was nothing on there for anybody to ever critique. So always take care of yourself when you're putting your work out there. Don't listen to people that say things like that, because somebody that wants you to succeed won't be a hater. And most people look out, regardless of where you're at in your art journey. And like, if you're putting your work out there, just keep doing it. Don't listen to what people say. But yeah, man, Dorks. Check out the Impossible Kid. Great album. I'll do more stuff like this, but kind of let me know what you want to see. Maybe I'll do like kind of a name roll call or something like that at some point. Just really kind of not sure about all that stuff. Yeah, not like I'm worried about putting it out there, but most of this stuff is just, most of the work I'm putting out there, most of the content is really just stuff that I'm already working on, and get permission from the people that I'm working, that have commissioned my work and stuff, and say, hey, it's cool if I put this out there. And about half of them, 2/3 of them are cool with it. So that's what I put out there. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. If you did, drop me a comment, throw hate, love, whatever. I'm open to all of it. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. We stay hungry. All right, peace.